And turning now to Pakistan, where a town in the southern Sindh province is struggling to deal with an outbreak of HIV. The case cluster in Rato Dero was reported in April 2019. Most of those affected were children. Now, when it emerged that the majority of cases appear to be linked to one doctor, the authorities took action. But, as you're about to see, many families are still suffering.
This 4-year-old girl is one of many hundreds to have contracted HIV near the town of Rato Dero in southern Pakistan. Her mother, Hakima Shah, is now also HIV positive. She says they're getting some help from the government, but it's not enough, and she's afraid. How can one give medicine to a child for a lifetime? Sometimes we forget. Sometimes the child makes a fuss. We're very poor. I wake up with the sunrise and start working. So who can give her medicines regularly? This medical centre was set up in response to the mass outbreak of HIV among children in the town in 2019. The centre hands out the anti-retroviral drugs used to treat HIV for free. But families have to cover all other costs. They say this is wrong, especially as the tragedy that hit their community 2 years ago could have been avoided. Dr. Imran Akbar Arbani was the one who raised the alarm about a growing number of HIV cases among children.
In 2 months, I had found 20 cases, all those who were having the same history, all those who were having the same symptoms, and they all were positive for the HIV.
Reports said the cases were linked to the reuse of dirty syringes by one doctor in the town. He denied the charges. He was arrested but is now out on bail. Some accuse the authorities of scapegoating the doctor to try to cover up the government's own shortcomings and its failure to provide even basic health care for the majority of people. In the aftermath of the disaster, the regional government tried to improve the situation by checking doctors were following the rules. But critics say they've since become less strict. And for the families and children in the communities hit by the HIV outbreak, there's still no end in sight to their suffering.